Hello everyone, welcome to my biography on the life of one of the most influential people in human history, the Buddha, aka Siddhartha Gautama. Today is April 8th, which, according to many practitioners of the Buddhist faith, is his birthday. So, to celebrate, not like I'm a hidden Buddhist monk or something, here is my history of the life of the man himself, the Buddha. Supposedly, according to ancient and modern Buddhist texts, on this day, April 8th, 2,652 years ago, in 632 BCE, Buddha was born at either Kapilavastu in India or Lumbini in Nepal. Nepali and Indian practitioners of Buddhism like to intensely debate each other as to where Buddha was born, so I'll leave it at that. However, historical evidence favors Nepal claim of Lumbini, but I'm not opening that whole can of worms, especially with a neighboring country to the south, which is a little bit big. Anyways, Buddha was born a rich prince to King Suddhodana and Queen Maya. He remained at the royal palace, which was probably in Nepal. Don't get offended, Indians. But anyways, for the next few years of his life, he would remain at the palace, and also he began meditating at the age 5, so yeah. Over the next 29 years after his birth, Siddhartha Gautama would remain at the royal palace in Lumbini, where not much is known. We do know a few things, like the fact that he learned the now extinct language Pali, which is probably where the name of the country Nepal comes from. And his parents were probably pretty strict, like tiger parents, as, they were restrictive. Anyways, Siddhartha Gautama learned a lot about the supposed prophecy that he would either become a great leader, like a king or something, or be a great spiritual leader. His father, King Suddhodana, was not thrilled, just like Queen Elizabeth II with current events. At age 29, Buddha left his role as a prince, and he was probably disowned by his parents. This event is known as the Great Renunciation. After, according to Buddhists, he observed the following 4 people, which Buddhists call the 4 signs: an old man, a sick man, a dead man, and a religious man. Through his observations, Siddhartha realized he would end up like the dead man too if he didn't lead a good life, which to Buddha meant being a political leader, which in this case would be a king. After, he began wanting to follow the ways of the religious man, after joining a cult and stuff, which he would later leave, and would hence cause locals to gain the nickname for him, the Enlightened One, or the Buddha, mainly since he sat under the Bodhi tree, which still exists by the way, for so long. Since Buddha rejected Hinduism because it had a supreme being at the top, Brahman, he decided it was time for something new. That new something was his new religion, Buddhism, which he initially created by preaching his so-called middle way, which involved being independent, not being ignorant or elusive, and following the so-called Eightfold Path, which were basically the top 8 Buddhist beliefs, which were knowing the truth, think no evil, don't verbally hurt others, work for the good of others, respect life, resist evil, practice calmness, and control your thoughts. However, Buddhism had no more than 100 followers at the time, or in other words, about as many subscribers as I have right now. Hint, hint, click, click. Following the Buddhist establishment of his new religion would come a challenge. That challenge was the fact that many people refused to convert to Buddhism. By many people, I mean basically everyone in India, as they were Hindus, mostly. Since Buddha couldn't get converts to come to him, he had only one choice to expand his religion southward. He would have to take his religion to other people himself. And so, Buddha left from what is now Nepal and traveled south to India. Once here, he would spend the next 2 to 3 decades traveling up, down, left, right, and across the many rivers stemming from the mighty Ganges, spreading the good word of Jesus, Muhammad, dang it, Confucius, no, Zoroaster, oh, the pasta monster, actually, no one, since Buddhism doesn't have a god, remember? During Buddha's expeditions across the Ganges River and its tributaries, like the Yamuna, he would teach his tenets, survive 3 assassination attempts from one of his own loyal monks, and inspire a new religion, Jainism. However, his days in India wouldn't last forever. And so, supposedly, according to Buddhist legends, Buddha, on this day, also April 8th, 2,503 years ago, in 483 BCE, on his 80th birthday, Siddhartha Gautama, or the Buddha, died of what's probably food poisoning after having a large feast in the town of Kushinagar in India, which is also on the holiday of Vesak. After his death, he was cremated, and his ashes as well as hair and teeth, which were like the size of a thumb, jeez. Oh, little fun fact, I shot out about this, his tooth is said to still be growing to this day in its house in Singapore. Were passed around like candy, so there's that. Even 2,500 years after his life, Buddha's legacy still lives on in the Buddhist religion and the teachings he brought of peace and kindness. The legacy of the Enlightened One live on. And with that, that was my biography on the life of the Enlightened One, aka Siddhartha Gautama, aka the Buddha. I hope no Nepali Indian or Buddhist monks get offended by this video, especially Buddhist monks considering my History of Japan video got offended with stuff like the pronunciations, as I'm just a stupid, ignorant foreigner, but I still hope you enjoyed my biography of the Buddha. Thanks for watching. My next video will be another biography, this time on the life of the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, coming out in 5 days from today on April 13th. Happy Buddha Day, if you want to call it that. Thanks for watching.